I'm here with Braden on the FPT booth. Braden, who's FPT?
Okay, FPT, we're actually the largest engine manufacturer in the world, producing about 650,000 engines. You might know us through Fiat Group Powertrain. We're also a part of CNH Industrial. CNH Industrial makes other brands, Case Construction, Case International, Magirus Bus, Iveco Trucks. We're the engine, we're the internal group that supplies all those engines. Plus we sell about 50% of all our engines externally. We sell engines in the marine area, power gen, and a full line of industrial, and a full line of on-road engines.
With that kind of a portfolio, I'll ask the stupid question, what brings you to power gen?
Okay, last year actually was the first time we actually showed at power gen. We had a little stand, we were in the back, and we had looked at it for a while and said we have this large line of engines, and we focused on, with a lot of our history in tractors and combines and some of those other areas, we were focusing on those segments a lot. And I said power gen's an interesting segment. We had done a lot of tier 3 standby work, but never really focused. So we came to the show, we were a gold sponsor, and I will say we're in the back corner, we had a little booth. The response was so great due to customers and turnout and leads that this year we re-upped, we became a diamond sponsor. We have a huge stand in the front, we tripled our space, we have 6 engines on display. Last year we had 2 engines, and I'm excited for the show, and I'm hoping we're going to have a great turnout this year just like we did last year.
Now, this is one of the products. You launched this, was it 2 years ago?
Yes, we had this at the show last year.
Now, I come from the IT world, of drones and augmented reality and whatever. And yet, when I came to power gen last year for the first time, it was like, well, it's power generation, it's on-site power generation. And a lot of that is engine technology. Where does something like this get used in power gen?
Yes, previously to last year, we were in the top 5, let's say tier 3 standby genset makers. I'm providing engines to 2 out of the 5. So we're very strong in the standby market, but we weren't really pushing the tier 4 final very hard. So for last year, what we did was launch this model. This is a 3.4 liter engine for tier 4 final. And that was our new entry to last year, and really helping the small OEMs get on the board with a compact solution. It has the PM CAT here, very small, best-in-class size compared to a lot of the other customers. No DPF technology. We give a power to weight ratio, a power density, also best-in-class. Allows for a very small, compact radiator compared to the competition. So what we try to do is really, we think about the technology, we think about the application, we think about the end user.
Right.
And we try to give them overall something that's going to give them top best-in-class technology, but also help them with their installation, and also give them a cost advantage when they're going to install it and the other components they have to add to this engine. And
so when I would see construction crew driving down the road pulling a generator unit, it's something like that's inside.
Yes, you're going to see this in the rental market, you're going to see this on construction sites, you're going to put this, mainly is going to go into a mobile genset. Some of my first customers are mobile genset makers, spray foam generator applications. That's where you're going to see this. You're going to see this in rental houses. That's where this size is going to be very popular at.
Right, you mentioned you have 6 engines on show. So we're going to take a quick look at the latest product that they just brought out, and then their future concept.
Great, let's take a walk.
So this is the product you're launching this year?
Correct.
What am I looking at?
Correct, we took the one we just talked about, the last one, which is also a 3.4 liter displacement, but that was the 55 kilowatt rating. This year we're taking 2 higher power ratings, a 75 kilowatt and a 90 kilowatt mechanical version of the same engine. This allows us to extend the line, because previously to this introduction, our smallest engine we were producing was a 4.5 liter. So really, by having this 3.4 and the three parts of it family, it really gives us that solid lower line, which we know is very popular in power gen in the North American region.
Now, I'll be honest, I don't buy things like this ever.
Yes.
What do your customers ask for?
Yes.
What are the selling points?
Yes. The things that make us special in this model that the customer asks for is, number 1 in America, DPF free. So having the right after treatment technology. And for this we have a DOC and we have SCR. That's the technology that people want for power gen, and it's the technology that we have. We've actually been doing SCR for almost 20 years.
This is scrubbing technology, or?
It's the filtering technology. So we've been 20 years. So with us doing it 20 years, where a lot of the other competitors have changed their technology multiple times, multiple years with multiple emissions. I have almost 1 million machines running right now with this technology on, because that was the first thing that we launched many years ago. And from launching that and never changing, we've been able to take the patents, take the technology, and really hone in on it to give us a high efficiency system, which the customer is going to see. How's the customer going to see? The customer is going to see it through the installation, the size of the components.
Yep.
They're going to see it through the service interval, 600 hours, best in class. They're going to see it through the radiator. So these components, cooling system, very small, going to really help them on the installation of their packaging, right? They're also going to see it through the power density, best in class. But these are things when you are in innovation and you care about the technology, these are things you can hone over time to give us that advantage in this category.
Wow, it's a whole different world from where I come from, but wow, okay.
Yes.
Now, let's go see what you're looking for at the future.
Let's go do it.
The future.
Yes.
What am I looking at?
Yes, no, this is an exciting one, quite an attention grabber. One of the things that we've been doing here at FPT is, we started with the diesel technology, which we feel is maybe a 10-year solution. Okay. But what we really focus on this year is trying to find, we want to be your supplier, that's a 40-year solution. So we want to go with you through the evolutions of the market and the evolutions of fueling and technology. So if I look at from where we're going, we have a full line of diesel engines. Now we have a full line of on-highway gas engines, right? Okay. At Agritechnica last week, we launched tractor engines that run on methane, right? Okay. On the September 1st, we had Market Day. We were on Wall Street, we showed this engine. We also announced a partnership with Nikolai in Arizona with hydrogen fuel cell technology for on-road truck. So what we feel is this future engine is really the culmination of all those investments that we've been making, saying that in the future, we see a modular, mindful, sustainable engine, right, which really can have multiple fuels, whether it's hydrogen, battery, or gas, have an engine that can be multi-fuel to really match multiple customer needs. Where you look at engines today, you'll say each of these 5 technologies I'm saying are typically separate.
Yeah, so so you need a different engine.
Correct, so you have 5 different engines.
Upgrade, right?
We see it moving to an area where our future innovation says we're one of the few engine suppliers that has all that technology together, and we see it all melting where you can have one engine, you can pick your fuel, and then from a data set and technology standpoint, imagine the engine being smart enough too, that's a smart engine, where today you buy an engine and you match the application to the engine. Yeah. Imagine if the engine was smart enough to match the application by itself. Okay, so we see that smart technology tying in, that you're buying a power source, and then the rest it's smart enough to help figure out all these other problems that come along in the process today. So that's where we see it heading in the future.
Well, I've been around the show for whatever the last couple of days. That's certainly one of the most eye-catching things here. So hey,
yes, no, we pride ourselves on technology. And again, we had this at Agritechnica last week. We've had it on Wall Street, and I really thought it was important to bring it here because not only are we a company that can provide you the solutions of the day, but we're also working on all the solutions of tomorrow.
Good stuff. Hey, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to talk to you.